Hello, and welcome back to the Everwind Chronicles, episode 15. Still coming at you from exile as the pestilence continues to sweep the land. Hopefully you guys are all staying safe and, sane, and, hopefully we will be able to provide you some entertainment in what every commercial on earth wants to call these unprecedented times. So without further ado, we are going to get back into it. So the party, having returned to Elduin and debriefing Hadressa and various other activities in the city, had received summons from Lord Greenwood to embark on a mission with 50 of his men, as well as a few other people, and in order to attack a bandit camp that was just getting set up and was allegedly going to be the new headquarters of Malrhyssig, a mysterious figure who had allegedly begun reuniting all the bandits that had been wreaking havoc across the countryside, presenting a pretty serious new threat that needed to be nipped in the bud before it could blossom. So the party gets ready to leave, but before that, Asura has a side conversation with Hadressa before parting ways, where she receives a mission where she's told that on this mission is going to be a man named Kotok, and that her mission was to earn Kotok's favor. And Asura chooses not to tell the rest of the party about this side quest, if you will.
No, but we're live.
And so we, as the party gets ready to leave and meets the rest of the soldiers in town at the edge of town, they also meet the Captain Eshrin, who's in charge of this group. They also meet a half-elf bard named Calliope, or just Lopi for short, who is played by our lovely guest Fran, a longtime friend. And get to know her, and she is on a search for some long lost friends, and got caught up in this mission for the same reason the party did originally, which was the need for money. So as the party embarks with the soldiers, they get to know Kotok, who turns out to be the head of the crime organization in Elduin called the Leather Hand, and also turns out to be apparently an outright psychopath. As they get to know him and Lopi, him and Lopi have a brief conversation in which it's revealed that the friends that Lopi is searching for turns out to be the Rixa twins, Belladonna and Vander. Belladonna, of course, being the necromancer that the party has been dealing with the consequences of since the beginning, and Vander being the elf that confronted them in the Temple of Shazran, stealing Shazran's staff and escaping and killing a miner on the way out. So after that moment of shocking revelation, they have a conversation with her a little bit about it. But then Kotok and the party go on a scouting mission up ahead, where they find a group of armed men and a couple of trolls, and Kotok crushes some sort of dried flower in his hand, inhales it, and leads the attack. After a vicious battle where they slayed most of the men and the trolls, they decided to keep 2 alive for interrogation. And as the battle winds down, One of them being one of the survivors being knocked out, and the other still wrestling with Asura. Asura subdues him and quickly and immediately begins to pull down his pants, and with a swift swipe of the knife before anybody can successfully react, as they stand there shocked at what's happening so quickly, Asura with a quick swift switch of the knife, we'll say disconnects the family jewels of this man, which she then gives to Kotok. As Kotok is sort of rambling in the grips of whatever it is he just snorted, one of the other survivors begins to mumble, pleading for a healer, which Kotok then turns and basically starts freaking out on him, saying, "Oh, you want a healer, yeah?" And proceeds to feed the man the remains that he has been given, and then slams the man back down into the ground hard, and he stops moving. So, in that moment, as Asura has just done what she has done, and Kotok just did what he did, and begins pacing off to the side a little bit, that is where we're going to pick things back up.
I'm on my way back to the guy that I made intimate friends with, and I'm just gonna pick up his crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like to walk into the woods. Just pick it up, keep walking.
Okay.
You tied him up, right? That guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I haven't said you had, but
Oh,
he's just passed out.
Okay.
then no, I haven't. I thought I had, but no, I haven't. I'm just picking up his crossbow and walking away. Y'all deal with him.
Okay. I will. I assume he's out cold. I will pick him up and bring him back to the rest of the party.
All right. So you pick him up as blood is, not at a slow pace pouring out of him.
How bad does he look?
It does not get much rougher for a man to look than this.
As a cleric, is. I'm trying to decide. No, there. Let me see him.
Here you go.
And I'm gonna lay him down gently, and take a dagger and just finish him off quickly.
Oh shit!
Out of his misery.
Y'all, we're not gonna have anybody to question if you kill everyone.
Now there's two
one
guys.
person
Got one
left.
left.
Yeah, but the other one stopped moving.
Alright, as soon as Stoic does that, I'm just gonna. What are you doing, Stoic?
I'm sending him to a better place, and I'm gonna mumble a small prayer and just dagger straight down.
We can heal him between the two of us. I'm sure we can fix that.
Too late, man. Gone. I don't know.
No, we're not gonna have anybody to question. You're gonna kill everybody.
And I'm gonna run over to the other guy and kind of, I guess, give him like one hit point just before anybody else can kill him.
Okay. Let's see if you can.
Uh-oh.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
I
Wow.
sit and try to do
He's-
like a medicine check or something.
Well, it's more about the fact that Kotok he was already at 0, and Kotok just slammed him down to the ground again, which is really bad for death saving throws. And so we got to see if he's even alive at all to be healed.
Oh man, starting off this one's strong.
You know, right?
Is this regular ambience?
No.
What you guys or
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. This is different.
You can do that again.
Kotok is still just sitting there on his knees praying after killing him.
You can
All right.
cauterize the wound, and he'll be still alive. He can live with.
just killed
All right, I have to bring him
killed
back.
the guy now, didn't he?
Cauterize a death wound.
So, after a couple of failed death saving throws, you cast your heal, and you do hear a moan and a bunch of coughing
Okay.
as his mouth is still full of remains.
Hmm.
Okay, I will reach down and toss it to the side. And just
Clear the blockage.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
gay?
are you all? I mean, I know you're not all right, but like, are you like, how bad are you? I guess is the real way to say that.
Who are you people? What are you doing?
We'll get to that. I just want to make sure that you're breathing at least. Don't worry. You know.
That's about all I am.
Well, yeah. We still don't trust you. I'm not going to torture you. I mean, you're still a human, and I want to, not be, cut off any limbs or not. But we still need to ask you some questions.
We got some real people skill, huh?
The best.
You're all devils.
Yeah, about that. Sorry about your friend, and yeah, we'll. Okay, all right then. You're good. Okay, just give me your weapons.
He kind of tries to move, kind of fumbling at the strap, but his motor skills are not in great shape at the moment.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So you can either take him from him, or he's going to take a while.
I'll do a quick search and remove basically everything that's not clothes.
All right, do an investigation.
Oh no.
So I'm confused. Wait, did he heal the one that's now missing some things, or did he heal the other guy?
No,
The
the
other
other guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You murdered
You
the
killed
guy
the
who lost-
one. Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I'm like, wait, did he just kneel down and heal the guy I just stabbed him?
No.
I'm not okay with that.
Listen, if you think losing a couple jewels is the worst thing that can happen to a human, you have a very narrow understanding of the human condition.
I mean,
Not explaining. You'll have to it's action. You'll have to ask it.
I rolled a 17 there, Doug.
Ooh, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to remove his sword and his dagger on his belt, and there doesn't seem to be much else on him.
Okay. So I guess I'll toss those to the side. And where's everybody else at? Easy. Balance?
I'm still
low.
in the bush. I'm still in the tree line or whatever where we ended, and I'm too confused and kind of scared to get out of there.
I will pick him up if he can walk. I'll walk him, but if he's just limp, I'm just gonna take him over to the trees. I assume where Easy and Lopi are, and just kind of put him down there.
Easy's coming towards us. Why?
Okay.
Why?
Well, when we have as a prisoner, you typically ask some questions, see if you get some information.
I don't know. I've never taken
well,
prisoners.
And while I'm saying that, I am casting disguise self to look like the guy who had his nuts cut off.
Oh my god! What?
All right, I'm disguising myself to look like him and armor and all that stuff. And I turn around and I say to your friend, "Please tie the back of my hands, please."
Okay. I guess I'll use some rope. Do I have rope? I hope I have rope. Probably.
Hopefully.
I have an entertainer's pack in it.
That or just load him up with all those ball bearings. Put him down.
Whatever rope I have, or like I'll use my little bandana because I don't have rope on me. So I'm just gonna take it off quickly.
I have rope. That we can
Are you
tie him
close
up.
by?
I was still over by the trees.
Okay.
All this.
I'll do my most professional
Transpired.
sailor's knot, I guess. I don't even know what that is, but you know.
Okay. That's all right. All right. So, I guess yeah. Sit me down next to the other guy.
All right.
Whenever he gets there.
I sit you down, but like I whisper, I'm like, "Do you have a safe word or something?"
It's Flugelhorn.
I'll remember that one. All right.
I have an idea. I think that would be better than these other.
Then killing everyone? Maybe. I mean, be my guest.
Yes. Another strategy that I typically don't try to kill anything I see, especially when they're subdued. I'll see what I can do. And so, yeah, I'll sit there waiting for the other guy to sit down and have a conversation with him when that happens.
All right. So you carry him over and place him down besides Easy in Disguise.
Yep.
That's right.
Yes. Once I see the guy, I'm like, "Oh, you're okay." Oh, I thought when I saw Stoic cut your throat. Anyway, all right. Okay.
What do you mean? I'm perfectly fine except for missing my family jewels here.
Right. And again, I am so sorry about that.
What's wrong with you people?
A lot of things, right? We have a lot to figure out. Yeah. I guess. Let me search you. And take off all your weapons as well. Actually, while I'm thinking about it.
I did
I'm
all that
completely
already.
disarmed.
You can still fight with your hands. I know you still have those. I just want to make.
Luckily, I do. Yeah.
I tied them up and everything. You know, I did the job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Second job done to me today. It's pretty terrible.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna step back a few feet, still watching them, but like, yeah, just a few feet away, just still watching them in Kotok, kind of like trying to get a grip of what's going on.
Kotok's still over a little ways away, pacing, as you know. He's just seemed to be still hyped up a little bit.
Well,
all right. I'll ask the guy. So, what are we gonna tell him? Is the guy still conscious? Is he awake?
Yeah, he's awake. You know, barely. What do you mean?
I mean, they're gonna question us. What we should do about it?
First of all, roll a deception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll roll a deception check. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. That's not good.
Oh no!
I have a pretty decent charisma, and I'm doing a persuasion, right?
Deception.
Deception. Oh yeah, deception. That's +2. Rolled a 2. That's a grand total of 4. I do not deceive him at all.
Yep.
Man. Do I have any advantage of being guys or no?
Or him being like barely conscious.
It's up to you.
How
I can
far
roll with a
away-
4 though. I could totally be
How
like,
far
I
away
can go.
is the
I'll go
body?
in and out of my easy accent. Well, what do we tell them about our plans? Yeah. Oh, about our plans.
If it was sheerly visual, maybe. But you're talking as a guy he has obviously been with for at least some time.
Exactly. I failed this one bad.
So the guy kind of looks at you like, with like swollen eyes and just blood and bruises everywhere and just a mess. And he's just like, what is wrong with you people? You really are devils,
And I,
demons.
Is there a way that I can assist him? Like, I figure we're like close by.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to like assist Easy in making it believable that he's one of a prisoner, and just like go over there and like slap him across the face and be like, no talking, or some shit like that. Try to act all tough like he's like one of them.
You can.
all right.
Roll an
Swing away.
attack roll.
Damn. Unarmed
Armed
is
strike.
plus what?
Your stats off the top of my head. Hold on.
Is it plus strength or plus dex?
It's
Should be strength.
1 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, see. So -1. And what it's like roll to hit, right? So my d20.
Yeah, roll your hit. Roll an attack.
It is a 3 -1, so a good old 2. I don't hit people like that, okay?
So you walk over and say no talking as you go to whack him, and Easy she winds up to whack you, and it's just like a.
But I want to make it believable. Can I not act that?
And I'll do a performance check to slam against the tree.
Okay, roll a performance check.
All right, here we go. Much better. That was a 15. I rolled a 15. Oh.
Okay, now roll your deception check again.
All right, let's see if I get lucky again. Oh no! I rolled a 3. All right,
So,
I say,
You just
oh,
flop against the tree, like kind of exaggeratedly.
oh
Acting.
man.
And with like
Acting.
a half-second delay after the hit, like wrestling.
Delayed.
You're
Oh,
all
man.
insane. Just kill me. What are you doing?
All right.
Want from me?
I was trying to get honest answers out of you without them torturing you. This is the best way I could think. Because that man is crazy over there, but we are not crazy. I mean, maybe one of us is. But I'm sorry, friend.
Even
I tried
past
to do-
swollen eyes, he gives you like this incredulous, this like, you're not crazy kind of look.
Crazy like a fox. Yeah. So I obviously undo my disguise and undo my shackles. Like,
I don't undo your shackles.
oh,
until you
sorry.
say-
Someone undo me.
What do you want?
Who do you work for?
Malrhyssig.
Why do you work for him?
Good pay. It's better pay than when we were all separated.
So you're a robber.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Lots of people seem to say that nowadays. Let's see. I want to do a. I guess. Can I roll for insight check on that?
Sure.
Yeah. So make sure. I'm sure he's telling the truth. I roll really well on that one. That was insight. That was an 18.
He seems like he just wants this whole thing to be over. So at the moment, he seems like he's giving you whatever you want.
Okay. I appreciate your honesty. And I guess I recant this back to the group. You know, that he does work for this person and he's not just some random person we just happen to mob and kill. Seems to be connected to that. I guess I ask him one more question. Where is Malrhyssig located? Can you tell us his whereabouts to help us deal with this swiftly and not that much bloodshed left?
Malrhyssig. He's not far. There's a fort.
East, west?
It's an old fort that's not... They're restoring it. They're not done yet. They're rebuilding.
Is there an easy way of entrance to the fort?
Yeah, I mean, you could go in the front, but there's a secret entrance. Like, I don't know, 200 yards to the east. Like covered by vines and stuff in the forest. It'll lead inside. There's guards. You'll have to say the words, and then it'll take you. The tunnel will take you until it forks, and if you go left, it'll take you to the rest of the fort. And if you go right, it'll take you through the treasure room and then to Malryssig's chambers.
What are the words?
Oh. Does anyone else want to ask questions?
What's the password? You said the words. Which one?
You won't believe me.
Try me. I've seen.
It's been a crazy day.
Yeah.
It's a joke, sort of. It's
what?
Troll guts and big butts.
Trolls got some big butt.
It's a rough crowd, all right. Not sophisticated.
Okay. Wait a second, and I'm just gonna like pick a little bit at his mouth. Like, you got a hair there? Give me. Okay. Sorry. Do you want a sip of water or something?
I want this to be over.
I give him the water that I have on my satchel. At least rinse his mouth out.
He does take a drink.
What are Kotok and Otha doing right now?
Kotok's still kind of pacing. Seems to be pacing a little slower, but he seems to be just kind of working off some energy, if you will. Otha is walking to the various corpses, and she is actually kneeling over them, and she's doing a sort of like seems to be whispering something and making a gesture, and then kind of holding both hands over it and bowing her head for a second, and then moving on to the next one.
I'm gonna walk over to Stoic. Well, what do you think? I'm so confused at the moment. We have a lot to figure out.
Think about what?
Well,
The mutilation that Asura just did?
yeah. that and like Kotok and like the rest of the soldiers and Otha. What?
We shouldn't be out here.
Apparently not.
This isn't good for any of us.
Nope.
So I suggest that we keep a wide berth from those two crazies before they further infect our friend. Let's get her and get out of this place.
Do you know what she's doing, Otha? Do you recognize that?
I do not. She doesn't come and attempt to do it to the corpse that I'm kneeling in front of, does she?
Not yet.
Okay. Then I'd like to try and pass hers walking back to the rest of the group and just let her know that that one belongs to my God, not yours. And just walk past her.
She says, perhaps they all belong to Morin for a time.
I'm sorry, did you say Morin?
She nods.
Huh. Do you serve Morin?
No.
Okay. Okay. Carry on.
Stormtrooper.
As I get back to the rest of the group, I just want to ask, did we get anything out of this guy?
That hair is still stuck to me for some reason.
I told them everything they wanted to know.
That's true. He has.
Well, that's good, but can you walk?
I can try.
Can you run?
If it gets me away from here, I'll try anything.
I want to look at Easy and Valen and just very quietly tell them, I don't think Kotok's keeping prisoners. Whether they're giving us information or not. So we got a choice to make, and right now is the only time we have to make it.
If we're going to do this, I think we should be kind of inconspicuous about it. Because right now, I think we're a little out in the open where he can see us.
I might take a look around and see if we're being watched by, because I'm assuming there's more soldiers out there than just the two, right? Or did we were the advance party, weren't we?
Yeah, there are no soldiers out here. It's just us and
Yeah, it's
Kotok
Kotok and Otha that went on this kind of scouting party, if you will.
Are they paying close attention to us at the moment?
Otha, well, do a perception check.
Natural 20. I don't know what my adder is, but
carrying on from the last session, man.
always good when it doesn't matter.
Right? Kotok, again, seems to be kind of, he's like mumbling a little bit, and like he's just like, kind of like jumping in place and that sort of thing, and just kind of letting whatever effects are on him wear off, which do seem to be wearing off. So he seems on his way to calming down. Otha is still doing her thing, which involves, at one point when she kind of holds her hands out over them and closes her eyes for a bit and then moves on. But she, like in between different places, she's definitely keeping an eye on things. She's not completely ignoring anybody, which is what you've seen her be like, since you first saw her. Just seems to be somebody who's looking for anything and everything dangerous.
I'll look at Val and be like, I'm not here to see anyone be tortured.
No, that's not how I want this to go. Do you think you can maybe get him to the tree line and set him free.
We were near like a tree bush area, right? Like that was by the fence, I believe.
Like a tree line, I think, right?
Do I hear any of that? Because I know you were talking to Valen and Easy, but I was like,
If you're close
by.
enough, I wouldn't be trying to hide from you.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you were right there with us before.
Just, I'm not a criminal mastermind or anything, but if he runs, okay, and he goes back to the camp, okay, and he just gets by the door and they're like, hey, by the way, some people are on their way to raid the whole place, and change the passwords and shit and find a new joke. Are we kind of fucking ourselves over?
I don't think that's where he's going to want to run, knowing that that's where we're headed.
He said he was in for the pay, so if he goes back to Big Bad Guy and warn him about the fact that we are coming, he could get more out of this, like, just thinking and kind of like profits and shit.
I mean, that is a choice. That's an option that he has to make, but I am not here to see another person go through what has already been experienced by these other guys. And I am not okay with Kotok.
Yeah, no,
Like, if I were in better condition, there would be a fight right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Can't we just like wait for the cavalry and hand that guy over as a prisoner? He can do some time like working for some regular folk or whatever. No?
We can give them a little while.
I'm with Lopi on this one.
Lord Greenwood's men might be a good choice. They could put them in shackles and keep them close.
If Kotok doesn't go off on this guy before they get here.
Duh.
And if that's what you guys want to do, then I'm okay with that, but I'm standing guard over this guy.
All right.
I'm gonna make my way back. I think we left the horses at the path, right?
Midway, no?
Yeah.
So you tied him up a little ways back, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the path from the horses. I'm trying to get back to the path where the soldiers are.
It's a little ways back. It's not like right there.
I'm gonna say to the group, all right, I need to get out of here. I'm gonna go get the horses and see if I can get the rest of the soldiers to find us. You're welcome to come, but I'm gonna go.
Okay. What about Asura, by the way? She just like took off after doing some whack shit. I'm not going after her. Even though I have nothing to fear down there, but
I think she needs a second to process some stuff.
When we first met her, she did this all the time. Not the testing. But they disappear all the time.
I am genuinely
False
scared
line
for you
everywhere.
guys.
She has her moments, but she's deep down, I think she's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt for a little bit until she can explain herself.
Agreed.
Sure.
I'm gonna take off, go towards the horses.
I'll come with you, Bear, and I'm going to try and sling the prisoner over my shoulder.
Okay.
Take him with us.
Good call.
All right. So you hoist up the prisoner. You said you're shackling him.
The what on him?
Is that right?
No, I just got to throw him over my shoulder and try and carry him and follow Bear back to the horses.
Okay. So you throw him over your shoulder as he groans in pain from the action, and walk over, and you start heading to the horses as Kotok sees you guys. He's like, "Oh yeah, keeping a pet, huh? Good fight, big boys." And let's you guys continue on. And as you guys are exiting the clearing, he has walked over to the guy you killed, Stoic, and you just hear him being like, "Ah, that's no fun. I wanted to play with the eunuch." That's as you guys leave. So what are the rest of you guys doing?
taking 1 point of damage for how hard I had to bite my tongue. But yeah, heading back towards the horses. I think from what Bear was saying, we're trying to meet back up with the soldiers.
Yeah.
And I'm not waiting for Kotak to catch up.
Yeah, I'm hanging out where we are, or where we just had the battle.
Yeah. And I'll be with Stoic. I'll walk with Stoic.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are just hanging out, and you hear Kotak be like, "Right, well, I'm hungry. Let's all get out of here."
I look at the other people because I'm not making a decision here.
I mean, I'm. He can go back. I'm still standing. I'm waiting.
He walks over, still like basically splatters of blood covering all over him and everything, and he's walks over and he's like, "You're coming?"
You know what? I'm gonna give myself some time before eating. I'm hungry. Just
Oh, come on, it didn't work up an appetite for you? Fine. Suit yourself. That's a good bit of fun like this. It makes me hungry, so.
Are you gonna get like a piece of that troll over there? I heard they make good jerky, but like never actually had any myself.
Never tried it myself. Not my thing. If you are into that sort of thing, go for it. I suppose it's right there. If you want to stay and cook up some troll meat, but that's not really my dig. So, but to each his own. No judgment here.
What were you thinking about? Going to eat?
Food.
You!
Food.
Sure. Yeah, food.
Are you daft? I just said I'm hungry. I want to eat. That's what the whole conversation's about. What do you mean, what am I thinking? Do I look like the sort of type that's not saying what he's thinking all the time?
Val's about to lose a point from biting his tongue hard, too.
I was asking what you were thinking about for having as food, because anything can be food.
I don't know. Whatever those soldiers are cooking up, I guess.
Okay, so we'll meet you at camp. Right? Right?
I suppose.
Okay, bye! Have a nice trip! I hope you don't fall! Like, leave us a horse to come back, please. I'm trying to give myself inspiration here to, like, not be too intimidated. Like, I give myself bardic inspiration just to, like, give me courage to keep talking. She's just, like, acting tough and shit, and she's like, I'ma shit my pants real quick if you don't leave in the next minute.
He says, all right, suit yourself, eat what you want, but, don't stay out here too long by yourself. It's dangerous for someone like you. He turns around and leaves as Otha falls in right close behind him as always.
Everything is fine.
I don't blame you on that one.
Everything
that
is
was
cool.
That was disgusting. That was that wasn't pleasant at all.
Strong person. Yep.
You handled it well.
Yep. Not sweating.
No, that's okay.
Easy, I would take my bandana back, please.
I think you went with Stoic.
Yeah, I'm walking down.
Still tied up, technically.
My hair
I'm still tied up, though.
Yeah, you didn't say your safe word, so.
Yeah. At this point, I think it's just me and Lopi at the on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You came with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
good.
think I'm gonna go look at the trolls. Are those chains? Are those like troll-sized chains, or are they like? Would a human be able to use them, or a regular sized person be able to use them?
They're pretty thick.
Okay.
They're pretty large chains.
Two C's.
It would take a while.
Yeah.
It would take a while or take some effort. You might be able to carry them, but like
Mhm.
it would take some pretty real effort to do so. So not like in the sense of like using them as a weapon or anything like that.
Makes sense. And then I'm just gonna look over the rest of the bodies and see if there's any. I want to find. They're part of a gang or a bandit crew, or whatever. I want to look for anything that like represents that crew, that gang. And then on top of that, just look for anything else that might be on their person.
Okay. Do an investigation check.
Well, he does that.
Whew,
can I just-
21.
Oh,
Yes.
So searching through them, the trolls themselves don't really have much, at least that's usable by a normal sized person. They're pretty simple creatures, and there's not much to them except for the chains. The bandits have a variety of simple weapons that they were using in the battle, kind of like the normal stuff you might find on these kinds of guys. Nothing terribly fancy. You find about 25 gold in total from their pouches in like mixed pieces. As you're kind of looking them over, trying to find any sort of like they don't seem to have any sort of uniform like or symbol on their uniform. But they all do have on the back of their hand right here, they do have some sort of odd burn mark on their left hand, like at the back of their left hand.
Is it like a branding type thing, or is it like a burn mark?
No, it doesn't look it's not black, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
It looks like more white, almost like like just something really hot, or kind of almost cause the skin to bubble and then scar and that sort of thing.
What is it? I want to take specific note of how that looks. Like I want to like really let that sink in, so I would be able to describe it later.
Yeah, it looks pretty. It doesn't look like a specific symbol. It looks it's like a circle.
Okay, so it's just
just a circle of burned skin on the back of their hands.
And all of them have that, right?
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's my whole thing. So I just
Okay.
stand there. I'm just standing there waiting.
While he does that, I want to go try to look in the forest for something to eat, like berries or just like if I can catch a squirrel, whatever. I'm curious
Okay.
about troll jerky, but I'm not ready to commit yet.
Wise decision.
And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna try to point wherever Asura was leaving. If I acquire food, well, I'm gonna see if I acquire food
Yeah,
first.
do a survival check.
Okay. Survival. Ooh, that's a natural 20 plus 4, so 24.
Okay.
Lady,
Nice.
I'm gonna eat some good fat squirrel.
So you do. It doesn't even take you all that long. You actually find a squirrel and are able to kill it, and then see a pretty fattened rabbit that you're also able to kill, along with a bush that has some sort of blue berries on it that
Nice.
you've seen before. You don't know what they're called, but you know they're safe. They kind of grow in a variety of places throughout the world.
Okay. So with my my games, I'm gonna point wherever Asura left towards, and I'm gonna cast message with like one of my bracelet through like there's a wire or whatever, like use it as a comm. She's like, Asura, I got food if you're hungry. We're back where the trolls are.
Okay. How far did you go, Asura?
I didn't stop walking.
Oh,
I've been walking
Get it?
this whole time.
I just tried, you know. It's 120 feet, so
Yeah, she didn't hear it.
tried. I bring back and I'm like, I got food to our monk friend here. Because we're only 2. I'm just like, yep, okay, cool.
Are you eating the squirrel raw?
How long have you been on the road?
I mean, you're the one that's been eating squirrels. I've got rations, and I like.
So you want your dry ass like bar right there, vs a fat juicy squirrel and bunny that we can roast with berries as dessert. Because I'm
By
that
all
nice.
means. By all means.
So do you want to eat it raw? Is that a preference thing or?
No, not at
All right,
all.
we'll start a fire, buddy.
All right, I start a fire. Gather the sticks and all the things that I need.
I like how you're just gonna eat around death.
Well,
A
yeah.
little off to the
I
a little
mean-
off to the side, you know. Gotta be respectful.
Speaking of meat cutes,
We're
So,
waiting. Like I figure we're waiting for you. And I'm just
As-
like, I'm not gonna leave him alone, so might as well sit down here.
So with a natural
Yeah.
20, your hunting probably only took maybe half an hour to get all
Hell
that.
yeah.
Which is way, it only took the rest of the other guys about, maybe 10 minutes to get to the horses. So what are you guys doing after you reach the horses?
looking for the soldiers.
I would have been heading back to the horses with as much speed as I could muster, carrying that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And once I hit the horses, I'm riding it raw, man. I'm just full speed trying to head back towards the direction of the soldiers because I want to try and get there with as much gap
Okay.
between Kotor and us arriving.
When he takes off, I'll look at Easy. Well, I guess one of us goes with him, and the other one goes back to camp.
That's a good question. I think it's not a bad idea. I thought we'd all meet up back with the cavalry rather than that lunatic
Right.
Kotok and his little warlock friend, which I'm not a fan of.
Well, I mean, see you don't. But we can't leave the Asura out there. We need to go.
That's true.
Need to go get her.
That's true. Yeah, that is a good play. How about this? I think she knows her way back. Yes. She is a grown tiefling, fully aware
True.
of her surroundings, and she could survive. I
Yeah.
think she'll come back in her own time. We could trust that. But if you want to go for her, I won't stop you.
Well, all right. I'll head back to Valen and Lopi, and I guess we'll meet back on the road with the soldiers.
Yeah, I'll do that. We'll see you guys soon. Hopefully after maybe.
Oh, and by the way, and I take out my sword and I cut his bonds.
Oh, thank you.
You cut my head. Excuse me.
I think he cut my rope. Is what he cut.
No, it's the bandana. She used the
this is-
She tied him
okay,
up with the bandana.
It was all purple with some gold, intricate little like stars and sparkles. You cut that?
But it's laying on the ground. I'm like, man, those knots are very intricate. Glad I brought this sword.
Y'all are horrible people.
I feel like I could have done that, but
And I take out his mace. I take Bear's mace. I go, I think you still need this, yeah. I held it onto you for good keeping. I know you really didn't need it during the fight, but here you go.
You hold on to that. I have enough weapons. Thank you, though, but I'd rather have you have an extra weapon in case needed later.
Oh, since I'm so well versed in hand-to-hand combat. And I like roll my eyes and put it back in the bag.
Hey, man, I saw those knives you threw out. That was some pretty cool stuff.
Those aren't real knives.
Oh, really?
Those are wisps of magic.
Oh.
But it's okay.
I mean, it was still pretty cool, but, you know.
Oh, I know it's cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much.
I give. I pick up the split bandana and I give it back to Bear. I said, make sure that goes back to its rightful owner, and make sure you also get the letter back that we had given to our friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Stoke will not be so happy later on when he finds out she still has it.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay. And I'll tie it.
Oh, I got
Tie it
that.
around my hand.
They tied two like both on each wrist.
Yeah. I kind of like this actually. This is. All right. Cool. All right.
You're very fetching, Bear. I always love that about you.
Oh, thank you. And I'm gonna mount Bruce Springsteen, and if I can take another horse back with me, I'm gonna try. But if it's just me and Bruce, then yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Nice.
Take whose horse?
I guess I'll take Valen's horse. Try and take Valen's horse with me.
Okay.
I mean, the horse with no name.
That's a no name.
I'm in the desert with a horse with no name.
Yep, that's where I was going with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Bear is headed back to. You came back to Lopi and Valen, right?
Yes.
And Easy went back to.
I chased after Stoic, yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So Bear, you pass Kotok and Otha also leaving, and go back to we'll say right as Lopi comes back from her thing with thing, but Asura still hasn't returned.
All right. So I bring the horse over to Valen, dismount. You got squirrel and rabbit? Oh, yeah.
He's pretty fat too.
That's a good find. Oh man,
Yep.
that'll be
Good,
good.
right?
Dinner. Yeah.
What's that on your?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry. And like unwrap it. I had to undo Easy's bonds. You did a really good job, by the way. Like they were really tight. Yeah. And like I just kind of put them on. Oh, and I was supposed to get that letter back from you. I mean, take your time, but you know.
Do you want it in one piece or two pieces?
I mean, one piece would be better.
You sure? Because I also would like my shawl in like a single piece. Strong woman. I'm not gonna cry. Okay.
I turn around and like kind of tie it like a square knot. So it's one piece. Now I'm like, here you go. Yeah. And then I like put it on her head.
I was gonna be all tough and act tough, and then I'm like, okay.
Not tied, just placed on the top of her head.
Is that your ideal of fashion? Really?
Whoa. I know fashion.
Oh.
But Valen, help me out here, buddy. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now.
You're doing great, man. This.
Okay.
See, like a sad half elf, like with the flop of like a piece of fabric on her hair.
Tell you what.
Like
Tell you
a
what.
rabbit, a squirrel, and sadness. That's all I have right now.
Okay, I understand, that that bandit means a lot to you, but you come back to Eldergate Manor with us, and I have the nicest hat that you can. That again, I know it's the same, but I'm telling you, this hat is so fancy. Keeps all the sun out of your eyes.
I mean, is it gonna match this?
Match what?
This!
Yeah.
Can I incite him?
Sure.
Do I need to roll
15 plus 4, 19.
Never mind, I don't need to roll. You got it.
He's well, he's sincere, but obviously has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Bear,
sums up.
Bear has the great. Yeah, I was like, Bear has the greatest fashion sense of any one of us these days.
If there are like any phrases that sum up Bear, I feel like that just sums. He's sincere, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. That sums up Bear 100%.
Oh, sweetheart. Okay, I'm just gonna be like, fine. But my hands are taken right now, and I'll give you the letter when we eat.
Yep. Sounds good. And I guess I'll take one of the animals and start skinning and
Nice.
Preparing for dinner.
Cool. We'll do the same. I mean, while Val and go fetch the firewoods. Firewood?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'll get some firewood.
So you
I
guys,
tried to message. Oh, sorry. I tried to message Asura. Either she heard me and didn't reply, or she really far.
I know that Stoic told you that this is what she does, and it kind of is. And also, Easy said something about letting her have her space. I totally get that. I do.
But you don't want to follow those advice.
I don't. I don't want to follow her, but I don't want to leave her out here either.
Oh,
I
we're not
wouldn't
leaving
go
her
right
out here.
in camp. Do what?
But that's why we're camping
not leaving
here.
her out
no?
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, that's Easy and Stoic went back to the soldiers. They had the other bandit with them, and I told Easy we meet him back on the road. So I don't know how long we should stay out here, but that's what happened on my end.
All right.
Yeah. Guess we'll wait on Asura.
I'm good with that.
I guess when I'm done skinning, if the fire is not big, I'm gonna do my best to make a huge flame in the hopes that Asura will see it. Just pile it on and the best to make it big.
I don't think we want to be that obvious in the middle of the woods while we're 3 and half energy and about to eat.
I feel you. Okay, how about
I
this?
think Asura is able to find her way back. She just has to smell the blood, I guess.
Gotcha. And then I'll put both hands on each of their shoulders, and I'll give Valen 5 health points, and then I'll give Lobi 4. There you go.
Yay!
Hey.
That's all I got.
Yeah, no, that doesn't excuse though the smoke work that you're doing here.
Listen,
I'm listening all right. Yeah.
we need Asura to see this so she can come back.
This goes against every survival trick I ever learned.
You're not wrong. I understand. Okay, I won't put any more on. We'll just let it die down. How about that?
I walk away a little bit. I'm just like,
Whatever.
nope. Nope. Okay.
You seem to have that effect on people, Bear. And then I walk to the woods.
Oh. I just eat my squirrel in silence.
I'm like walking over towards where I saw Asura go into the woods and just standing at the tree line.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh, okay. 19. Whew, rolling well tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while now. I mean, you're cooking the dinner and all that kind of stuff. It's getting close to an hour. She still hasn't returned. You don't see anything out there.
Can we consider this hour a short rest?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm going to roll some hit dice.
Good point.
2.
Because I am low.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
No.
4.
Ooh. If we do
5.
Oh, hell yeah.
9. Man.
oh, I would have to perform, never mind.
Trying to decide what form we'll roll my last one. It's not going very. I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 2 so far. So awesome.
I rolled 1 hit die and I got the max.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I'm doing pretty good too, Larry. I rolled almost my max.
Thank you. I just rolled my last one for today and got a 7 on it. So that's okay. 4.
All right. So as you guys rest and you're cooking and now eating, cooking and eating dinner, as basically by this point you're starting to get towards twilight. Stoic and easy. You're able to catch up to him.
Weight on my horse.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I got a little more weight on my horse.
Yeah, it takes a little bit, but you're able to catch up, and together you guys with the prisoner ride back into the camp.
Instantly looking for the commander.
Or sorry, not the camp. It's still kind of a moving column at this point. So it takes you a little bit, and you ride past and towards past a lot of curious eyes as the guards are all, I mean, not the guards, the soldiers are all kind of looking at you guys and the prisoner with curiosity. You find Captain Eshin and ride up to him, and Eshin says, "So I see you've taken a prisoner of sorts. Did we lose the rest of you?"
We'll get to that in a minute. I need to know, you work for Lord Greenwood, correct?
Yes.
Is that where your loyalties lie?
Yes.
Because this Kotok is not loyal to Greenwood. He's a psycho and a maniac. And I need to know why we even brought him out here.
You need to lower your voice a bit when you talk like that. And he kind of like beckons you like to ride a little closer to him and everything, and he kind of leans over and he's like, "If you know who Kotok is, you don't talk like that openly. He's exactly what you said, which also makes him extremely dangerous. And it's not just him. The Leather Hand is one of the most powerful crime organizations in Elderman.
So
You're liable to lose your head, if not worse."
You would rather sully Lord Greenwood's name by traveling with this man and putting Lord Greenwood's name on his axe.
It's not my call.
Then whose call is it?
I'm following orders from Lord Greenwood himself. The man has valuable information.
And what information is that?
Where this encampment is.
Well, guess what? We no longer need him because we have that information. We even know the back door into the place. So you need to make a decision, because either you ride with us or you ride with Kotok. Because we're not traveling with him. And he doesn't have the prisoner, and he does not know how to get in to the fort.
He kind of thinks for a minute. He's like, look, there's not a single soldier in this whole column that likes him. If you pay attention, you'll probably see that. No one wants him around. But we're all following orders. And our orders were for him to escort us and show us where this was. And he also needs to see that Malrhyssig has been slain. Then we're free to part ways. I can't renege on a deal that my lord has made with an extremely dangerous man and think well of it as their captain. It would be going against orders and doing so in a way that would potentially endanger every man here. And my lord. Because I don't know what the Leatherhand is capable of, and Greenwood is not someone to trifle with, but neither are they. And I'm not going to be responsible between, an outright war between those two men.
So you
I understand.
Turn a blind eye to his atrocities.
What atrocities?
Have you seen this man fight?
No.
He does it for the pleasure, and he takes his time. He would rather see someone suffer. Like, I have no problem taking a life, but there's a difference between fighting and killing in the heat of a battle and torturing. We know where to go. We do not need him.
We may not need him to find him, but that's not the entire deal. Like I said, part of the deal is that he sees himself that Malrhyssig has been slain.
I can't speak for the rest of our group, but my loyalties lie to Lord Greenwood. But if that man tortures another innocent, I will not stand idly by.
Just at least wait until the job's done so that we're absolved and the deal is done. And try to make sure. I should have said it differently. For any soldier who's out in the field, their loyalties primarily lie in the man standing next to them. And my loyalties primarily are with my men. And if something endangers my men on this mission, I can guarantee you I will make it my life's bent to take out vengeance on whoever caused that. So I want to be clear on that. Whatever you do after the deal is done and after this mission is over, that's between you and whoever you want to pick a fight with. But believe me, I share the exact same sentiments and opinions on the man.
But yet you'd send your soldiers with him. I don't know what that says about you.
Well, frankly, I haven't seen anything yet. I've heard all the rumors. I know who he is and I know some idea of how powerful he is, but I don't know. I haven't seen him do anything myself yet. And no offense, but I don't know you.
So if he proves himself to be the man you think he is, you will still stand aside and let him be that person?
I'm going to follow my orders and get as many men of my men home alive as I can. My duty is simple.
I'm gonna push the dude off the back of the horse and drop him at the feet of the commander. And just go, here's your information. You don't need him anymore. And I'll just turn around and ride off.
Okay. He instructs a few men to pick up the soldier and kind of take him into custody, so to speak. As you ride off, you do hear kind of in the distance. You actually see Kotok arrive, and he rides up next to just a random soldier and takes the water skin from him, and just douses his head and everything. As he's still covered in blood and everything, he just douses his head and he's like, "Whew. Yeah, you boys wouldn't believe what happened out there." So you guys are just, you and Easy just sort of falling in. As you guys ride for a little while, it's just kind of falling in line with the column and everything a little ways, keeping your distance away from Kotok in the column. As twilight starts to, you start to enter the twilight hours and everything, you actually see Asura riding up to the column.
No. I'm not going to ride up to her. I'm going to let her come to us. We'll see what she decides to do.
I'm just gonna ride past you.
What do you think, Easy?
Well, I've never been the best at figuring out the Fraulein's, but I would say one thing I would know is that whenever she's ready, she'll be ready. And we can discuss things then. We could try to pursue right now, but I think the emotions will be running high at the moment. But whenever she's willing to talk and figure out why she had the incentive that she did, hopefully we can make sense of it. That's the only wisdom that I know, is patience is the best virtue in situations like this, but I could be wrong. Not the first time, nor would it be the last. But I do believe there needs to be a talk. I believe also that we can have an advantage of having Kotok on the front lines, in case things get bad. Hopefully he'll be taken care of in the heat of battle. I'm hoping. That's the only good outcome I can think of the situation that he's involved in. But I'm with you in the end if things get nasty and he proves to be himself once again, that we would take care of it.
I'm glad to hear that.
In the end. I'm not one to stand for the menace that is causing this world, like men like Kotok.
Well, I know Asura. I know she has a lot of pain behind her eyes. But I've never seen her act out like that until we got around this Kotok. And I don't think we need to be around him anymore. It's obviously not good for our friend.
Agree?
Where's Bear?
He decided to go back to our friend Lopi and be with Valen, I believe. He said that he was also going to look for Asura. I hope he didn't go too far. Get lost. It'd be quite the unpleasant situation of losing. a bear process. But they said you want to go back and go see them for a minute before he meet up with us again tomorrow.
We had somebody contact them and let them know.
Yeah. Well, I said the cavalry will be here. We won't be going too fast.
All right. Hopefully we'll catch up soon.
Asura, you rode past them, and what are you doing?
I'm trying to get near to where Kotok is.
Okay. You eventually find him, which is not really hard, because if you get close to the column where he's at, he's pretty loudly talking to a group of the soldiers riding near him, who are all kind of listening, but also you can tell kind of listening nervously. Like they don't really dare not to. And as you approach, you see all the men look at you and have a very similar reaction to him. And he goes, "Ah, and there she is. There she is. My tasty little devil, come here." And he actually like muscles like past the, like kind of muscling a horse out of the way, basically, as he rides over to you, pulls up next to you, and he's like, "See, now you're my kind of blood." And he actually like reaches up and grabs your horn and pulls you in and kisses you on the forehead.
Oh, fuck no. If he grabbed me by the horn, I was going to instinctively grip his wrist if he tries to touch me like that.
Okay. So you grab his wrist, but he just continues. And he just says, listen, those softies, they don't understand the joy of creativity. You and me, we're like artists, you see. This sort of thing, this is all natural, animals, they hunt and kill, but you see, we turn it into an art. Yeah, see, we take it further. See, we are what separates man from beasts. They'll never understand you and me. Their silly, squeamish little rules hold them back from real freedom. And see, real freedom. Do what you want if you can, and that's how I became who I am. See? I can even rhyme like a poet. Artist.
I just want to, peel his hand off of my horn, smile, and turn my eyes red, as if I'm agreeing with him.
He kind of laughs and basically turns to the soldiers, and he's like, "Better watch out for this one, unless you want to join a priest order as a eunuch." Sorry, he just he didn't say anything else, but he just riding.
No, I'm just gonna listen to him for a little while as he continues to talk his bullshit.
Yeah, and he basically makes his way up and down the column, just telling this story in as much grisly detail as he can. Especially emphasizing what he did, in this act, but also getting great joy out of telling the story of what you did. So Valen and Lopi and Bear, it's getting darker, and there's still no Asura.
Oh, you guys want to camp here?
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
Fine. I am for not camping in the clearing. We can
Right.
be close if you want to really wait for a lost tiefling in the wood.
What do you suggest then?
Well, I can look around the clearing if we have a good spot to camp. Just give me a little bit.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go look for somewhere to camp. Can I?
Yeah, do a survival check.
With my we talked about it for the background. Do I get like an easier DC or advantage or whatever?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your survival check.
Regular or advantage?
Yeah, just roll it because it'll just affect the DC.
Okay. Survival. It's 14 plus 4, 18. I've been having good rolls, guys.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Mhm,
No
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, so so you actually find a on the road. They're actually called shelter trees. They're basically trees that grow in. They look kind of like trees that you've seen in like swamps, but like they have like they almost look like a whole bunch of smaller trunks growing into one. And they tend to grow in a way that it ends up being kind of like a semicircle or maybe even 3/4, but basically it usually has like a little bit of a hollowed out place, and this one seems to be pretty old, which means it's large, and so it's actually a pretty good sheltered spot that you're able to find just a couple hundred yards away.
Yes. I go back to the boys. I'm like, I'm the actual best, and I found a great camping site, but on the condition that we close that fucking fire.
Are you guys leaving your horses?
Oh, and I need to go get my horse.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, Lopi.
Yeah, I know you have a favorite, obviously, but I don't want my horse to die in the woods.
I didn't think I could take 2 horses.
No, I get it. You break my shit, and then you leave my horse.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Listen,
it's okay.
You're a really great teammate. I really like having you on the team. And I'm sorry that I broke your bandana, and I'm sorry that I left yours. And that squirrel was delicious, by the way. Yep. Sorry.
Did you get some of the berries? Those are pretty good too.
You got berries?
Hell yeah, I got berries.
Immediately find the berries and start chomping.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll run back and get your horse.
You're gonna be okay.
Because
it's getting pretty dark.
You brought my horse, right? Barry?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
So Valen, you go back and to get the horses and notice that your horse and Asura's horse are gone.
Lopi's horse is gone?
No, Lopi's and Bears are there, but your horse and Asura's horse are both gone.
Well,
No
Bear
name.
brought my horse.
Yeah, Bear brought no name.
Yeah.
I thought
Bear brought
Easy
my-
took him.
No, I got my horse and Valen's horse back at the bandit.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I thought. Okay, I got confused. So you notice that. So that your horse is back there, but you do notice Asura's horse is gone. So it's just Lopi's horse.
Okay. I grab Lopi's horse and I bring it back. Guys, there's one of two things happened. Either Asura's horse has run off, or she's circled around, got her horse, and left. So, considering what we just experienced, it wouldn't be a surprise if she kind of circled back around and grabbed her horse and rode off.
Yeah.
So I would say that we probably do the same, and we'll just catch back up with the group.
Yeah.
But
I mean, she obviously avoided us.
Just sleeping on her survival chip like that.
I mean, Lopi, if you want us to, we can go ahead and just sleep here tonight. You did put a lot of work into, finding food.
Just wiping off some dirt off my nose. Yeah.
Okay, we can stay here. That's fine.
Yeah. Why not?
Obviously, she just doesn't want to admit she doesn't want to move by night because it's scarier than camping. Even though it's like a little trek, just like, no, I don't feel like moving anymore.
Is it like dark, or is it more like dusk?
It's still twilight. It's getting darker.
How much time would it take us to get back to camp?
You're not. I mean, not terribly long because the column has been moving the whole time. So it's technically getting shorter as time goes on.
I mean, we don't have to say if it's safer going back to everyone else. We can go.
I mean, there's always safety in numbers, but
Don't need more to convince me. Let's go. I bid farewell to my little, hiding camp. Like, I remember you. I see you. I love you. Okay, bye.
I went right over there and just kind of check it out. Her shelter tree. Oh yeah, that is a good find, man.
Yep.
Would have stayed here, but that's all right.
All right.
I'll take my little, I was thinking about the stories I could tell with the environment and like how it would be cool, and I'm like just putting this back in my pockets. Not gonna think about it. Just gonna go back.
All right. So you guys gather up your, horses and everything, and make your way back to the column to find that it has set up camp for the night, and as all the men are starting to make their dinners and everything, and kind of get settled in for the evening. So, and you see, as you come back, you do see Asura beside Kotok, as Kotok is chomping into some meat that's been cooked by a group of soldiers, who all seem very nervous in that particular fire, around that particular setup. And eventually you make your way back to the rest of the party. And that's where we're going to take a break.
okay.
Listen, I cut off 2 balls and suddenly the party has like disintegrated around.
I mean, there was going to be some fallout.
You got 2 balls and you left. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where it's going. That's fine.
2 balls and 3 strikes.
I was so scared. I'm like, they're all spread out everywhere, and I'm fixing, like, as a player, I was like, I can't go do this, but as Stoic, I'm like, that's what he would do. So off he goes.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to take about 10-minute break and to get drinks and whatever, and we will be right back to continue.
See you guys in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the paint party, yeah.
Isn't it? We got the paints, we need the paint holders.
So you can use the plates. You want to use these mainly just for like mixing colors because it's a little bit easier.
Just dab it off of the cardboard.
Yeah, it's
10-4.
no big deal. Or I have some cups that I brought extra cups for that and for cleaning. And the good stuff,
Mineral spirits.
which we'll have to get a cup of that to clean off brushes. Probably want paper towels for everybody too. If I can use my Jedi mind powers. Alright, can you get the cups?
Chicken out of cups.
Beat of it.
Today's Barnes.
Mr. Walkway, leave me to the building. Fuck you. I'm literally using your sister's art as my reference guide.
Oh yeah.
Because
Nice.
she killed it. She
Yeah.
killed it.
Speed.
For speed, that's amazing.
I don't know. Try that one. Oh.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't do it. What just happened?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Jeb is the reason we can have those things. Absolutely.
Jeb is the reason we need the cardboard.
That's dude. That's what I'm paranoid about.
I've been splattered.
I came prepared.
How about that? I was not prepared.
I'm gonna keep this over here on the adult side because
I like how on the adult side suddenly.
Wait a minute, how did that happen?
I think you want to reassess who's an adult here.
because that is probably more dangerous to this table than the paint.
What is?
The thinner.
Oh yeah.
Because the paint you can just wipe right off as long as it doesn't dry. The thinner will
take off
take the
everything.
finish. So the other thing is, guys, don't try to cover it in one coat.
Oh yeah.
Just expect you're gonna have to do at least 3.
Okay.
But really, there's nothing like you can't mess it up.
Okay.
So
Hey,
you
watch me.
Challenge accepted.
That's
I need
already
like a-
happened, Danny.
I need like a crimson red.
well.
I have learned to be invisible. invisible to those who have something I need or want. Invisible to the guards, invisible to my enemies. I have even accomplished something no thief before me has. I have become invisible to myself, for I cannot bear to look at my own reflection. But is this all there is to me? Is my invisibility simply matching the hollowness I feel inside? I have to know who I am. I have to know if redemption is possible. So I will use all my power to seek that which terrifies me the most. To truly be seen. And perhaps along the way, slit a few throats of those who do not deserve to be seen.
Hello and welcome back to the Everwind Chronicles as we are ready to go with the second half of the show. So as as the party reconvenes back at the camp with the rest of the soldiers as they set up for the evening, that is, as Asura is kind of hanging out with Kotok still, and the rest of the party sort of finds each other again. That's where we're going to pick things up. So you guys have just come back around. There's a little fire started. As everybody has, setting up the tents and are doing dinner.
While this is happening, I've brewed myself a cup of tea from the cook, from the herbs from back at Lord Greenwood's place. And while what's his face is talking, I just want to turn to him and be like, earlier today you laughed when you heard a particular name. Do you know this Belladonna Rixa and her brother?
He kind of gives you a shrewd look, and he's like, "Oh well, anybody who's anybody knows that name."
Well, I am not anybody. It's the first I've heard of it.
Well, apparently not, unless you wouldn't be asking me, would you?
Oh, you are too smart for me. But I am curious to know what you know of them.
Oh, I don't know much about her, in great detail. Just that she's a right terror. Not someone to be trifled with. Stuff of nightmares, really. And probably going to be a great disappointment to your little friend back there.
What do you mean by that?
Finds her. Well, she apparently dabbles in some dark stuff, Well, unless your little friend's into that sort of thing. Again, no judgment here.
I don't quite understand you. I do apologize. I don't know these two people well enough. I've only had the great fortune of meeting Vander one time, very briefly.
Yeah, well, I didn't meet him, but here he's a little insane.
Oh, quite.
Yeah. I don't really like hanging around with insane folks too much.
Nor I.
Yeah, it's not good practice, not good business, So it's not my bag, really.
Well, I have only heard generally that they are into some questionable magic, but that is all I've heard. I wondered if you had heard something different or more specific.
Oh yeah, raising the dead and stuff like that. Yeah, not a good topic around here. Not something that Coronians typically like very much.
No.
But it's none of my business.
I would beg to differ. You seem to be a man who knows everybody's business.
I wish. Even someone like me got limits,
What about you, Otha?
What about me?
Have you heard anything about these two? Other than just the general whispers?
No.
Okay. Can I do a perception check on both of them?
Okay, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to specifically see if they are trying to lie by omission.
Okay, that'd be an insight check.
Okay, then can I do an insight check?
Sure.
That's not my strong suit, but we'll figure it out. 13.
Okay. Again, it's kind of hard to tell, just because first of all, Otha is extremely guarded and quiet, and does not seem to want to give anything away to anybody about anything ever. So she's pretty hard to read, and Kotok is hard to read for a different reason, just because it seems like he is, again, just this odd mix of knowing more than he lets on, but also not really caring about the things you would think he cares about. And you can't really tell if that's an act or if that's legitimate, apathy towards what other people care about. You know what I mean? So you're not really able to tell.
I noticed before the battle today that you brought out a small box of some type. I was curious what that was.
Oh yeah, it's the ember. It's ember flower, it's good stuff for getting the blood going.
Oh. Does it enhance your natural abilities?
Oh yeah, you can see the world, and makes speeds you up, gets the heart going.
I was I've never taken anything before battle before. Is it nice?
Oh, there's nothing like it. You should try it. You want some?
Sure, just a taste.
Right now,
No, not now. To use for later. Why would I waste it on such a peaceful time as now?
Oh,
Unless you and I want to go after something.
Well, I don't know anything to go after at the moment, but we'll definitely keep that in mind. But here, and he reaches into his thing, and he actually gets a separate little bag out and pours some in, and you see that it just looks to be small, little orange, brownish, dried out flower petals. He's like, yeah, take that, crush it real good, and snort it. It'll only take a few seconds to take effect, and well, I don't want to spoil the fun, but you're going to want to keep coming back for more.
Very addictive, yes?
If you're weak. Yeah, but who doesn't want to be addicted to fun anyway?
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I look forward to the opportunity to engage with it.
Right, well, have fun.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket and continue drinking my tea. Do I see where they are putting the guy that they took in? Like, is he getting put into like a tent or like tied up anywhere?
Yeah, they have basically tied him to a tree, and there's a couple of guards around it, and like on, standing watch by him, really close to the captain's tent.
Is the tree like in the tree line itself, or is the tree like out from the tree line?
No, it's like if there's like the clearing, it's like right on the edge, facing in, so they can basically. It's not like in the woods.
Okay.
So, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I guess when we get back, I'll get the 411 from Stoic and Easy. I guess we saw Asura, so like, well, did she talk to you? What happened?
She rode right by us like she didn't even know us.
She went straight over to talk to Kotok.
She's been there the entire time?
Duh.
All right. And I get up and walk over to Kotok and Asura.
Bear, wait. Something you need to know.
Yeah.
I talked to the commander. I tried to persuade him to leave Kotok and not let him come with us.
Yeah.
He made it pretty clear that he will, if we go after Kotok, he's going to take Kotok's side unless Kotok is endangering his men somehow, because us fighting him would put his men in danger. So be careful if you're going to go over there and talk to him, because we've got your back whether we got to take on this whole army or not. But if tempers flare, that's a possibility.
I definitely appreciate those words of wisdom. I was only meaning to go talk, but that is good to know. I guess we'll have to figure out what we're going to do tomorrow, but I really do appreciate you telling me that.
All right. See if you can go talk some sense into her.
I just want to make sure she's all right. Then I head out towards them.
All right. So you walk over as he's basically finishing up eating and kind of licking his fingers. He's like, it's a big boy. How's it going, mate?
You what? Sorry, say that again?
How's it going, mate?
Oh, not so bad. That was a bit of a rough battle, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that was nothing. Just stretching the legs a little bit.
Yeah. Listen, I really appreciate you hoping it's not a big jam back there. I feel like if you weren't there, it could have gotten pretty bad.
Well, all right.
And I guess I'll look over at Asura. What are you doing, Asura?
Are you sitting down next to me?
No, I'm standing.
I'm going to get up and pat Kotok on the shoulder and just say, well, good night, and just walk off.
Towards me or away from me?
Away from you.
Asura? Asura, are you alright?
I'm gonna just keep walking. I'm ignoring you. I'm gonna go over to Keshi and check on her.
From a distance, I'm making comments like it's a sitcom. You know, like, ooh, that must hurt the feelings.
I'm rubbernecking like a jealous boyfriend.
Oh, that's spicy.
He does love me.
That's spicy info. Thank you very much.
Wild Bear went over I asked Stoic, did that, so you said that they would take Kotok's side. Did he say why?
I think he's worried that if they start something with Kotok, it'll end badly for Lord Greenwood and his men. So he doesn't like him, and I haven't figured it out yet, but I think he won't back us in an all-out attack. If we just attack Kotok out of nowhere, then yeah, he's gonna fight us. But I do think that if there was the right situation and the right prompting, and Kotok made the right mistake, that he may stay out of it at least, or come to our aid. But I think he wants to stay out of it as much as possible.
So, following orders, as he had mentioned before we left.
Yeah, but I don't understand why Lord Greenwood would associate with somebody like him. I thought better of him.
You know, as much as I did to, I think I'm understanding more and more that there are shades. It's not so black and white. And for some reason, Greenwood believes that Kotok is the lesser of two evils. I don't see it that way at all. I think that Kotok is the same level as this, whatever his name is, that we're going after. Once we take him out, or if we take him out, Kotok's just going to take his place unless Greenwood has some kind of plan for after that. I don't see where the benefit is.
I don't either. Maybe better the evil you know than the evil you don't.
Yes, well, where Greenwood's men have loyalty to Greenwood, I have no such loyalty. And I would say that my shade of gray would be to take out Kotok if an opportunity presents itself.
No, that's where
I think
I think Yeasty agrees.
Yeah, I would agree completely. Men like Kotok cause the world lots of grief.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I've seen.
We'll just have to keep an eye out.
We may have an opportunity in the heat of battle. I'll say this very hushly, like very quietly between us, you know. That, let's see here. Let's just say there may be a moment that I might take on the appearance of Kotok to, let's say, cause some confusion in battle, to give Greenwood's men enough reason to go after him. Let's say that. If he doesn't do it himself, which I'm sure he will.
He's rather reckless, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I trust you, but that hasn't worked out so well for us.
It's only failed like 3 times. It can't. What happened to 4th?
And how many times
like
have
they
you
said,
tried this?
4th time's the charm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. No, we haven't slept. Today it didn't work. I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
But just keep that in mind.
Yeah. That's right.
As unstable as Kotok is, and you notice that all of the soldiers have continually said, don't say this around Kotok. He might not take it well. He might just need a little provocation, a little goading.
Bad idea.
It's not a bad idea either. I have means of doing that as well, from a distance. Goating, that is.
If you need some insults, I have a bunch of them.
Ooh.
Loki, are you up to the task?
No. I'll give you the tool, but I'm not putting myself against a madman. I've seen crazy people. But this? No thanks.
No. You got a choice to make, because I think tomorrow is going to be a whole lot more the same.
What do you mean a choice to make?
Well, are you sure you want to go into this battle tomorrow?
Well, I'm paid to do so. Yeah.
So, you seemed a little freaked out after the battle earlier.
Let me resume the events that led to me being a little bit frightened of the situation. Number 1, we follow a crazy man in the wood. Number 2, he snorts some drugs. Number 3, we get there, 2 trolls come out of the woods. We have to fight some crazy, like not crazy people, but like bad guys, but we had a whole army with you, but no. We overlooked that. We went in there, we fought some trolls, we fought some bad people, and then all of you do crazy shit and everything. I mean, I'm used to seeing, fancy stuff, combat and such, on the road. But now we have to keep some people prisoners to interrogate. Bleh. I cannot speak at this hour. To question them,
Mm-hmm.
We keep 2 people alive. Then I lost count into the number of things that happened that was weird. Your friend, Asura, cut the balls off of one. Okay, cool. Other point, gives them crazy person. Crazy person puts them in the mouth of another person. Fast forwards, you kill the person that has no balls anymore. So that's one of the witnesses that we needed, or the people that we could question that you killed. And then you pray for him, and then they pray for all of the rest of the people, and then we tried to take information back out of the last person standing by disguising into his dead friend, and that cost me my shawl, my pretty scarf. It's gone, it's destroyed. Can't you see the state? Isn't anyways? And then pretty lady just walks in the wood, doesn't come back. We wait for her. She doesn't come back. And then you come back with my horse, and she went back to the camp. So we go back to the camp, and now she's still talking with the crazy person, right? And she doesn't talk to you guys, right?
Yeah, we haven't quite figured that one out yet.
And I have a choice to make. And I seem very freaked out. No, it's because I am freaked out. Honey, I am freaked out. This is weird. I am here because I was paid to kill some bad guys, or at least accompany people to kill the bad guys. And now I'm wrapped up in some weird stories because my friends, part of my family that were missing over a year ago, are now necromancers? And they killed someone? And they're bad people? Yes, I am a little bit. How do you say? Oh yes, on edge.
When you put it like that, it sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
my job is to tell stories usually, and I hope my emotion conveyed very well here.
It did, but see, unfortunately, it's kind of normal for us.
That
to
is
be
not a good
crazy.
thing. That is not a good
admittedly,
thing, though.
You caught us on an off day. Not too
An
far off an
off
off day.
What's
When
a
have we
good
not
day?
had an off day?
I know
What's a
that
good day?
implies
I'm
that there's an
curious.
on day, but today was like especially off.
Sora was off. The day was pretty normal, all things considered.
That doesn't work your way, though. That doesn't add good points on your side.
Well,
I'm glad to
basically
help.
just kind of warning you that tomorrow's probably going to be more of the same.
So that means I'm gonna stand very far.
Okay.
Thanks for the warning, but I had this in my notebook right here.
Well, you've got some amazing material for your stories.
Yeah.
If we end up finding out that my friends, my very dear friends, are actual, like, real necromancers and real bad guys, that's not gonna be a good story.
Well, I didn't say a good story, but it's going to be entertaining.
To whom,
You'll-
though?
There's
Are you telling me that if
in the world that are good
are you
stories.
telling me no, like, get this straight, Valen, are you telling me that if we end up finding out that my friends, my family, like I like to repeat, are bad guys, it's going to be an entertaining story?
For others,
I'm kind of
I mean, I will tell you this.
not gonna lie.
Your whole nutshelling thing had me rabid, like just enraptured.
Okay. Good points. Still gonna be sad. Still not sure how I'm gonna cope with that, but I'm not gonna think about it. I'm gonna go sleep, guys. I bid you good night. I will not be making decisions and life-changing decisions tomorrow. Have fun with a little drama that's going on over there. What else? Nothing. Good night.
As you say that, Captain Eshrin walks up to the fire and he says, "Can I have a few moments of all your time?"
Including me or not?
It's up to you.
Kind of one of us
How is
now.
it
You
up
might
to
as well hang out.
Where's the alcohol?
I passed you one of my pipes that's already lit with tobacco. Ready to go. Like,
Thanks. I'm gonna smoke.
When I see Easy handing out the pipes, I'll come back to the fire. Oh, are we smoking now?
if you want
Wait
to
your
have
turn,
some,
sir.
By all means, Captain.
We'll see.
I've been talking at length to the hostage, the captive that you took, and have learned about the secret entrance and got further detail about the layout of the of this hideout and the current state of it. With the knowledge of the secret entrance, I believe that gives us an opportunity to catch them unawares, which is going to be very good, considering it is a fortress, even if it's not completely repaired yet. So, what I propose is that we make use of this entrance and sneak in and take out the fortress from within. However, we need to do a couple of things at once in order for this to work. Because if we go straight for Malrhyssig, the others will probably attack us and it will be very messy. However, if we go and ignore Malrhyssig, then we don't know what he's capable of, and so we don't know what we're turning our back on to fight his men. So, what I propose, because of the layout and the way it's situated with the fork in the tunnels, I have heard of some of your successes in the past in taking out the bandit leader Darun and the Beast of Echelon and Duke Polton and other successes. And my proposal is this: you guys have specialized skills that seem to be above what most of my men can accomplish. So at the fork in the tunnel, after sneaking in there, I propose that me and my men go and take care of the rest of the fort while you guys go and take out Malrhyssig. We can hit 2 at the same time and hopefully end this swiftly.
Estrin, I really like your plan. I do have one issue, though. We have to pass through a guard. Give him a password, if I remember correctly. I think it would look a little funny if 50 soldiers try to go through that spot. It'd be a little conspicuous.
If they're dead, though, we don't have to pass any guards.
True, but we don't know. I mean, it's a great idea, but who knows who's watching those guards?
Guarding the guards?
Is that another thing?
That's
No
what
one
you're
watches the
saying.
watchman. That's what we discovered. No one watches the watchman.
From what the captive tells me, there's usually only about 2 guards on that post in a little room inside the entrance. And if they are taken out swiftly, we should be able to get through without any alarm.
All right. 2 whatever they're called, things.
Men.
No. 2, hold on. I'm getting in there. You let us go and take out the guards. We'll get your men in, and you take Kotok with you. And if Asura goes with you, you watch her like a hawk. That's it. That's my thing.
I have a feeling that Kotok's not going to want to go where the main guy is. Was it Malrhyssig?
Malrhyssig.
Malrhyssig. Yes, I feel like Kotok's going to want to go there.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about it. You might be right. Might be better if he's with us.
I'd prefer that as well.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Certainly make me more comfortable.
All right. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Question, boss. Was I included in which part of the story or plan? Just.
I had assumed you would go travel with this group, as you seem to work together.
So guys, forget all what I said before. Really chill, really cool. Really brave. To party.
Oh my god.
Cool.
I have advantage against being charmed. You know that, right?
You know what? Sweetheart, dear, me too. You're not special, okay?
I don't know if they're just so worried about you. You fought really well out there.
You were a big help. We'd be glad to have you with us.
Absolutely.
Okay, can't take compliments that well. Just gonna go sleep now. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
So, and I just hope that everyone is gonna dissolve for.
Captain, I actually like this idea. Attack on 2 fronts, and we take out
Auschwitz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well. Then get some rest. We will move out in the morning.
When he leaves, and it's just the 5 of us. I suppose it's time we talk, especially if we're going to be with Asura and Kotok tomorrow. What do we do?
I mean, whatever Asura's going through, she will show up for the fight.
Oh yeah,
That's not a concern.
do we just let her be? Let her do what she needs to do?
Yes,
All right.
I think whatever she's going through, whatever she's doing. One thing about Asura is that she rarely does anything without a purpose.
Right.
She's got a reason behind doing what she's doing. She may not have told us, and she may not be ready to tell us, and that's fine. But she's had our backs, and I think it's time we have have hers.
I mean, yeah, but how do we have her back? Though that's what I'm getting at. Like, do we fight with her? Do we like protect her from Kotok? Do we let her like do what she needs to do? Do we like stop her if she's gonna like kill someone else in a really horrible way?
Technically, I killed him.
She just castrated him.
But we've had eunuchs at our temple before, and
You mean mutes? Right, Easy? They're mutes, aren't they?
I think all of us go, oh.
Well, Ben, you see, when a man becomes a grown man and then loses his grown man.
Yeah, that's called a mute. You said that's what a mute means.
That was when I was playing a joke on you, my girlfriend. It was a crude joke, but I'm sorry I have to. The joke's not funny when I have to explain it.
No, do explain because I have questions.
Oh, I see. Ah. That's actually pretty good. Okay, that's funny. You know, like
and they usually talk higher pitched without it. It's funny because they're not they're more falsetto. It's kind of an oxymoron.
Let me have a hearty chuckle and then I'm gonna punch him right in the shoulder.
3 points in blood.
Do you need a healing word? You're good. That looked like it hurt.
Oh, it's not as bad as that. As what happened to that archer. I'm okay. I'll live. One thing Easy's good at, he knows how to take a punch and knock out. Pretty consistently.
All right. So business as usual, I guess, tomorrow then.
Yeah, I think it's a good plan.
All right.
Until when we get done with Malrhyssig.
You can butcher its name. He's a
I'm
bad
gonna
guy
have to-
anyways.
I'm just gonna start calling him Danzig. How about that?
Well, I think once Big M is down, we have to figure out what to do with Kotok.
Hey,
maybe a target for a later time,
maybe he'll fall in battle.
unless he continues to take Asura down the path that she's going. I don't think we can. She's our friend.
Mm-hmm.
I get she may need space and is going through what she's going through, but what are those called? Inventions?
Oh, they call it puberty?
I think that's a different thing. Maybe.
When is a tiefling no longer pubescent?
Yeah,
I haven't even studied this yet.
Age differently?
I don't know. Half elves age differently from,
Oh yeah.
other folks.
Oh yeah. We haven't got out of puberty until we hit 50.
I thought it wasn't that way. I thought we were
It's
like
not.
good until 20 and then we're chill, We're living our best lives for like 100 years.
I'm only going by my own experiences. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, my mom He said.
All right. So as you guys, kind of finish talking and you're starting to wind down, Lopi, as you're kind of sitting there in kind of a lull of the conversation, you see some movement out of the corner of your eye, and you look up to see Otha approaching you. And she is silent for a second and says, "It has been long since I heard the rhythms of my people, and your playing reminds me of home. Would you play for me?"
Do you have a request? Do you
She just shakes her head.
just anything?
Anything?
I will play a song, not a sing-along song, because I don't think that will suit your taste. But anything else then?
She sits kind of gracefully on the log around the fire and watches.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna sing like a love song or something, because those are sweet, usually. I'm just looking to have one. Don't know one like right now.
Can I watch Otha from a distance?
Sure. What are you watching for? Like, what are you just watching?
I'm trying to see something under that like facade. Like I'm trying to find a crack somewhere in that facade.
Okay. Roll an insight check.
Oh, that's much better. Okay. Ooh. All right. Where's my street? Okay, insight. Okay, that's only +1. But that's gonna be 16.
Okay. All right. So Lopi, as you begin playing and singing this song,
I have to dance as well to make the rhythm, so it's the what?
Yeah.
Oh
no. Do you want to describe it?
How I dance? Well, yeah. It's way more graceful than on the battlefield from what you guys have seen before. And Lopi will use, she has some performance that she already knows to get some good rhythm. It actually looks like really dancing more than what she was doing, where it was frantically like, shaking her body around. It's way more, heartful, and I will use like thaumaturgy to make some sparkles and some things when she's like, emphasizes some parts of the songs that she's performing. So she's really like a one-man band by herself.
So as you roll a performance check.
Ooh. Damn. Character sheet, please wake up. Okay. Hope it's good. Supposed to be good at this. Okay, 13 plus 8 plus 6. It's the 5 right there. 21.
Woo!
Right.
You pull out some Beyonce style moves.
Mm-hmm.
So
all singlers.
As she starts singing, this song, telling this story of a kind of painful love story, and she sings this kind of beautiful melody for a little bit, and then at one point kind of stomps her feet, and you hear the jingle of the little bells or tied around her, and as she continues to sing, she starts adding in little rhythms, and then starting a steady rhythm really slowly. And as she continues to sing, as the kind of love story, as they kind of pick up their love, her rhythms pick up as well, as she starts implementing dancing into it with the rhythms, coming into a heightened moment. As you all are watching this really surprisingly skillful performance from somebody who just strikes you as really nervous and unsure of herself, this is art. and it's you're just sort of enraptured by this story and the singing and the rhythm and the dance. And at one point, there's a part where the woman of the story thinks that the man has died, and she just stops, lets the silence hang for a second in the air, and then just with a little bit of jingling, and then a little bit more, almost mimicking a heartbeat, she starts singing again, slowly, until it rises into a pitched fervor of celebration, realizing that he is alive and that they are able to live together and set up a life together, and just basically experience joy, coming together and being in love for the rest of their life. And as she finishes the song, everything is kind of stopped, and you realize that for a little bit of a distance away, all the other campfires nearby have also stopped and are watching this. And it just sort of hangs there for a moment. Asura, as you see, Otha has just been eyes glued to her the whole time. And there's like this few seconds of just silence as it's there, and then you hear some of the soldiers start going, yeah! Like, you hear just kind of a ripple of applause go through the camp.
Well, usually, I'd implement my little, scarf with this because it flows very well, but I'll have to rearrange my performance.
You didn't even need the scarf, as far as I'm concerned. That was
But
really.
it adds, it's all part of the thing.
But you made your fingers sparkle, like that was.
Yeah, like this?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that was so cool.
Basic knowledge. I'm sure Easy also knows how to do that.
Easy.
I do know a way to do that, yeah, but it's not something I normally do. But I enjoyed the show. It was very beautiful. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good one.
Thanks. All right, Ota lady, are you good?
She stands up slowly and just says, "It has been long since I heard the music of my people. Not since I'd been taken.
Taken?
Thank you for this gift." And she bows her head towards you and turns and kind of fades into the darkness behind her.
That didn't sound very good. I'd like standing here in this like middle of the circle, kind of look around like, I'm not gonna mention that it's been the third time that I'm gonna see this, but good night. Good night. Just gonna try to find my spot and sleep.
All right. So, as you guys settle in for the night, make sure you get a long rest marked off, like with hit points and spells.
Give me back my bardic inspiration, please.
Yay.
So you are all woken up slightly earlier than normal as you wake up to the sound of camp being struck, as soldiers are kind of moving and getting ready, which prompts you guys to hustle and get your stuff packed up and ready to go, with a certain energy that's different than what you've kind of felt being with this column before. It's kind of the buzz of, everyone knows they're about to head into battle, and there's like a sort of seriousness about it, and like an added efficiency from focus, as the men are striking camp faster than they normally do, and kind of moving with more efficiency and responding to orders and doing what they got to do. And so, as you pack up and head out, marching, on horseback with the column, you travel for a couple more hours in this formation before you reach a point where there's like a small path, and branching off of it, and the captain says, "All right, this is the path he told us about. We're going to have to go single file, but you lot," and he points to you guys, he says, "you go first, and you'll have to deal with, once we find the entrance, you're going to have to deal with the guards." Sound good?
Yeah.
I take lead and start heading that way.
Do you have the prisoner with you safely secured?
Yes, he is toward the rear.
All right. Okay. Just checking.
Since Asura is forced to go with us, I'd like to pull up next to her if she's taking lead.
Okay.
And I'll just
you do that. You guys are making your way down the path.
And just quietly look at her and go, "I don't know what you're going through, but we are here for you. And we hope you do the same." And then I'll just kind of step back a little bit and let her go.
I listen to him back up, but I don't turn to look at him.
And I'll cast a mage hand and just do like a up like right in front of her. So she can not see it.
All right. So as you guys lead the way with the rest of the army, they eventually make their way into the woods, and they all, part of the reason they're moving slowly is not all of them are on horseback, but the ones who are tying up their horses and everything and proceeding on foot in kind of a more or less single file behind you on this sort of narrow forest path. You guys make your way and eventually come to the place that the captive had directed you guys to, where you see there's basically a part where the ground sort of dips a little lower, and nestled into that dip is what looks like a cave entrance, but is covered over with vines and kind of greenery. And one of the things you notice is that these vines and greenery don't seem to quite match the flora that you've seen in most of Karandia so far. They don't really match the surrounding bushes and stuff that you've seen. They look a little different.
Can I make
Yeah.
I wanted to make a perception if I could match, like, see elsewhere than that door where it would be like the same kind of flora.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Oof, that's not good. 6.
Not really sure. I mean,
everything is green.
Yeah, I mean it's
cool.
That's it's
Good
kind of
thing
hard.
I didn't say that to anyone. I was just thinking to myself. I was like, "Oh, that could have been bad."
Yeah, kind of hard to tell, really.
I'll do an investigation check without touching anything. I just want to peer next to him and see if I can figure out if I've seen that fauna before. Is that
that'd be a nature check?
Oh, that'd be nature check. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not very good. I'm just a flat 0 on that one.
My favorite
that's a solid 4.
My favorite is that sound effect happened.
Yep.
And then he reacted.
Is the rolling sound effect in roll 20?
Yeah, I mean, after kind of looking at it and trying to discern what they might be, it's like you're like, I think these are vines.
Oh wait, no, I'm actually good at that. It's I rolled an 8, but I added a +4 to it, so it's not very good. So it's 8.
12? Or no?
No, I rolled a total 8. It was a 4 +4.
Yeah. So it's it's like I might have seen something like this before, but
too fuzzy. Nope, can't recollect.
King, you didn't say anything to anyone.
Nope, just kind of looked goofy up there for a minute and then backed away slowly.
I looked over at Asura, like, I assume you got the same intel that we did. You're best at this kind of stuff. If you want us to go in with you, we'll go in with you. If you want us to wait, just let us know how you want to play this.
Are the guards outside this little weird vine enclave? It's just weird vines.
Yeah, this is kind of like the hidden entrance. And you were told that the guards are like in a little room area inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want help, or do you just want to wing it?
Wait here a second.
All right.
I want to get up just before you cross through the vines, and I would like to do like a trap check.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be perception, I think, is technically what it's supposed to be.
I think it is too.
That's going to be +3, so 17, 18, 19, 20 total.
So after kind of examining, doesn't seem to be trapped. It just seems to be plant life, as far as you can tell.
Then I would like to stealth through.
Roll a stealth check.
I mean, I feel like that's not fair. 15 plus 6, so 21.
Okay. So you slip through the vines, and what you see inside is just a few feet of tunnel, opening up into a larger room where there's kind of a circular area and then stairs that kind of wind up along the side of the outside of this room up to a door on the second floor. And sitting in this area at a table playing cards, you see two men, and there is nothing between you and them, but they haven't seen you yet, or they haven't noticed you yet.
I am going to step out of the shadow and just say, boys, you are sleeping on the job. I was already in and you did not even notice.
You see them jump up and, startled, and look at you and reach for their swords.
Boys, put your swords away. It's just me.
Now, who are you?
Me. I am myself. Who are you?
We're someone who doesn't take kindly to strangers showing up in our entrance. This entrance. What's your business?
I am no stranger, boys. You have seen my face before. Throw guts and big butts. It's how I roll.
They kind of give you a strange look, and I want you to roll. You didn't really lie, so I guess it'd be a persuasion check.
Let's go, Sora.
12.
Okay.
And that will be just good enough, possibly.
Can I do deception though? Because I did lie and say that you've seen my face before.
You can, but you'd have to keep the same roll.
That's fine. That's a 14 instead of a 12.
Okay. They kind of look at each other and they're like, so who are you?
I'm the new one.
whose name is
Lopi.
Dare you?
all right. Why are you coming through here, not the main entrance?
Well, I wanted to test you all. Obviously, Malrhyssig is getting very nervous that you guys are not holding up your end of things over here. So, I went through, did all the usual things, showed up, and you didn't even notice I was here.
They kind of look at each other nervously and are like, look, we haven't left. We haven't left our post. We've been paying attention.
Well, not
You didn't
well
make
enough.
a sound.
What do you mean I did not make a sound? I was literally stomping my whole way in here.
That's not. No, we're doing our job.
No, you were playing cards and not paying attention.
And the other one's like, well, what are we supposed to do? Well, we're here all day.
And? I do my job every day. I don't sit around and play cards.
The other one is like, well, listen, this is what we do to stay awake because we don't want to fall asleep on the job, all right? All right?
Fine. I understand. I understand that it's very boring back here. But I just want you to be vigilant. I won't say anything.
All right.
So deal me in.
Okay. So they sit. They kind of slowly put their swords away and pick up the cards and deal a new round.
How long has it been?
Yeah.
That long. I mean, it hasn't been. This is kind of real time at the moment.
So while... Oh, sorry.
No one was just asking the group if they wanted me to send you a message.
Ooh. Can we hear her?
Well, I can.
Well, then, yeah, do that. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull my bracelet up. I'm gonna point toward the cave and I'm gonna be like, "Ya good?"
So, Asura, you hear this voice in your head.
Oh, Jesus.
Of Lopi saying, "You good?"
Boys, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Boys. Wow. Does she hate me that much?
Because with message, I have to say it out loud, don't I? I can't think it.
It's a whisper that is inaudible. What is English?
So I'm just going to say it loud enough for the two guys that I'm playing with to hear me. In my response to her.
Wait, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Here's the message,
you
and can reply with a whisper that
can
only you can hear. So just me that I can hear.
Okay, well then I'll be like, I'm doing great. Give me 5.
Give her 5.
Okay.
Okay.
While the two guys are dealing out and getting things ready, is there like water or like a table that has like any sort of like anything like nourishments?
Not really. This is a pretty sparse room. It looks like they drug a table in here and they've got their cards. They've each got water skins on their belts, but this doesn't look like it's anything but guard duty. Like,
Okay, then can I ask them if I could have one of their water skins? I am quite parched. I did not bring one with me.
Sure.
Thank you.
Hands you that.
I want to start to take a sip and get like a big like gulp in my mouth, but not swallow it. And then I would like to spit into the face of one of them and pull out my dagger and slice at the other one.
Okay. What are you trying to accomplish with the spit?
To like basically make it so he can't see what's happening.
Okay.
Like temporarily blind him.
Okay. All right. So you just go right onto the one at the left, and whip out your dagger. I want you to make an attack roll, and this would be your assassinate and sneak attack, and which I believe the assassinate would be. Hold on.
It's advantage on a roll.
Yeah.
And any attack that lands is considered crit.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Is that a good haha?
It's a good haha.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be, I'm using my dagger, so that's gonna be an 18 plus 4, so 19, 20, 21, 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And then I'm using my dagger, so that's gonna be a 1d4 plus 2 plus, I think I'm at 3d6 now, right? For sneak, have I gotten that high? Yeah, I'm at 2d6 right now. So it's gonna be plus 2d6. That's gonna be 6 and 4 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. Plus 3, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay.
Doubled. So that's going to be
34.
Yeah.
Damn.
You double your dice, then add your modifier, right?
Oh, sorry. Then that's no. That I haven't added my modifier. So that's 17 doubled. So that's 34 plus my modifier is a plus 2. Ooh. So 34, 35, 36.
36 points of damage at level 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I love rogues.
I mean, I only get to be this cool like one time.
Yep. I play an assassin as well, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Glass cannon, man.
Yeah.
So as you spit, and this guy puts his hands up he's like, what the, and like starts wiping at his face. You take your dagger out and just slash the other guy's throat clean open, like halfway back, like with his slash, and he just like, he can't even really make much of a sound except some gurgling as he clutches at his throat and slowly starts to fall off the chair.
And then while that's happening, I want to keep pivoting with that energy and then take the dagger and throw it at the guy that's blinded.
Well, he's close. He's like right there, so you won't have to throw it.
Well, then cool. I'll just do this. I'll just keep that energy rotating, and I'll do the same thing to him. Okay.
He's basically, in mechanical sense, using a turn to try to recover from that. So just make another attack.
Is this going to be another assassin or no? Because he hasn't gone yet.
Let me make sure.
If he's blinded, does she get advantage on that?
Attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn. He won't be blinded because he's it's just water, so it's not. Yeah. It's only like a moment. Like he just kind of wipes his face, and that's basically just enough time for her to get another attack here. So, yes, do the same thing.
Okay.
Except it won't be sneak attack because that's only one per turn. Or no, I guess it's technically a second turn. So go ahead and do it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well then that is going to be a 14 plus 4, so that's an 18.
That hits.
So that'll double everything. If I'm still using sneak attack and assassinate. So that's going to be 6 and 4 is 10. 3 and 1 is 4, so that's going to be 14 doubled plus 2. So 28, 29, 30.
All right. And so as the guy kind of reacts and wipes wipes the water off his face, he looks up just in time to see your knife go straight into his eye socket, straight back into his skull.
Oh my God.
You see his back kind of ridge up and straighten up for a second, and then he just falls off your knife.
Jeez.
Bruh.
As you are sitting there at a card table as the two bodies fall over.
Well, and I'm just gonna clean my knife, put it back, and then check my cards to see if I got anything.
It was an okay hand.
And then I'm gonna look at the other two hands to see who would have won that hand.
The guy who got spit on was the guy who's going to win.
And then I want to check their bodies for anything, and just wait for the rest of everybody to show up.
I'm gonna come in disguised as the guys that got killed at the fight, in character. Like, oi, Troll's got some big butts. Oh.
As you see Asura rifling through two dead bodies.
If I heard somebody that was not somebody I knew, I'm gonna attack.
Oh, but we were giving you 5. I would have messaged you after 5.
Yeah.
I would have tried to grab you. He's gonna be like, whoa. Gave you give me a second.
So wait, you told me y'all were coming?
No, after 5, I'm like, yeah, good.
Because I still have my dagger like pointed at him and be like ready to go.
So are we in or are we not in? I'm confused now.
No, I'm going back to getting whatever is on their bodies.
Yeah, so there was they each had a sword and a dagger, and one of them had a shield. The other they only had about 6 gold on them total.
Are their daggers better than mine or no?
Nah, they're about normal daggers. Okay, so you guys all make your way into the cave?
I guess, yeah.
Yep. Head on in.
See the carcasses that Asura has left behind.
Why is he wet?
I don't know, but at least their balls are still attached.
Good point.
We'll give a silent clap. Like, well done.
Don't react.
You guys make your way up the stairs as Kotok and Otha duck into the area, and Kotok's like, huh. He actually like gathers up the cards and like puts them into a deck and sticks them into his pocket. Not bad. And so he walks in as well, and you just start seeing as you guys reach the top and to the door there, which is not, it's a doorway. It's not really there's no door, just leading into the tunnel that goes further back in. You see the soldiers start to file in, kind of in single file behind as you guys are leading. So you guys are proceeding down the tunnel?
Yeah, can I go back into stealthy mode?
Sure, roll a stealth check.
Actually, I think I'm gonna do the same thing.
You want a group one?
Yeah, I'll also do.
Y'all doing stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sound makes me laugh every time.
I rolled a solid 20.
So proud of you.
I know, right? Now it's like, stealth is good, so I'm not gonna
22.
I got a 3 there.
I got a 22 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sitting on an 8.
Yes.
I have an 8 as well.
The dice failed me on that one.
I did roll a nat 20 on one of the dice, but I have to roll a disadvantage.
Oh, that's true. You do.
So you saw the thing that would make noise and then decided to step on it.
All right. Otha 17, Kotok's 24.
God damn, Kotok.
Yeah, as you see him kind of go into that kind of half crouched, like, again, kind of looking like a hunter, like just this sort of focus and grace that surprises you from a guy with a beer belly and, just not a very good look.
Listen, I get that he's a bad guy, but I really relate to him when it comes to stealth. I'm just like, yeah, I get it.
So, all right. So you guys make your way and make your way down, and it's probably 200-300 feet, probably about 300 feet back down this tunnel, just as the guy described it. And eventually, you reach a point of where it branches off into two different directions. And the Captain Eshrin, makes his way forward as you guys hit that point, and he says, "All right, our men will go left and take care of the camp. May the gods be with you."
And with you.
It's with you.
So he takes off with the men starting to follow behind him as they file left, and Kotok says, "Right, well, I don't know if the gods are going to be with you or not, but have fun." And he salutes you and starts walking left.
Wait, he goes with the soldiers?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Where's Otha?
She's right behind him.
Okay.
He's not going to where Malrhyssig would be?
Nope.
I immediately look at Asura.
I go with Kotok.
Shit.
All right.
New plot twist.
He actually notices, and he's like, "You ain't gonna go with your friends? I think they're gonna need you. I hear he's not a friendly thing."
Sure, but I want to see what you do.
Oh, I'm gonna go have some fun. I'm not too worried about the bandits and everything. But look, you guys' specialty to deal with people like Malrhyssig. I came to make sure he died. I didn't come to die myself.
I'm gonna walk up to Kotok. Is there something you're not telling us about Malrhyssig?
Not that I know of. He's just what I heard from rumor. He's not a guy to take lightly.
Then why are you not coming with us?
Well, like I just said, I don't want to die.
Well, yeah, neither do we. We didn't come to die either.
Oh, well, in that case, just run on home. Oh, wait. You had a deal. This was your part of the mission. I'm going to go over here.
You're going to take the coward's way is what you're saying.
Thank you. I've been dying to say that.
I'm going to take the survivor's way.
Is that not the same thing?
Yeah, I don't mince words. You can call it what you want. Cowardice or survival, bravery or stupidity. It's all just words for the same thing.
What's to stop us from walking out this door and letting Malrhyssig come and kill you and Otha?
No, I suppose you guys got your rules of how you make decisions, and I've got mine. I'm counting on you guys to stick with your word, I guess.
I bet you are.
But I guess you aren't, if you're not that honorable, then I guess a lot of people are going to die. But I guess we'll see. Toodles. He waves and turns around and walks off.
See you after the battle, Kotok.
He doesn't reply. He just keeps going.
Oh, I know. That was... Yeah.
Asura, which one you going with?
I'm going to look at Valen and pull him very close so that my mouth is towards his ear. And I'm just going to say, he can't die today. And I'm just going to start going down towards Malryssig's place.
Okay. And as a understand, like I understand, I grab your hand and give it a squeeze, and then let go.
I'm gonna stealth my way down to Malrhyssig.
Okay. So, as you guys start heading to the right, following the tunnel a short distance as the soft sounds of the soldiers trying to move quietly through the tunnel fades behind you, you reach a door that you know the guy has told you is probably the treasure room.
Can I check to see if it's a trapdoor of any type?
Yep.
That would be what, perception?
Yes.
That'll be a 20 total.
Okay. Does not seem to be trapped.
I would like to test to see if it's locked.
Okay. It is locked.
I would like to pick that lock.
Do it.
So that is going to be my... I don't know what I roll for this. Is it just dexterity? Plus
It's
my
going to be
proficiency?
your... Yes.
Okay, so that's a +4, so that's going to be 18.
Okay. So it takes a little bit of time. It looks like it's a pretty decent lock, but with some effort, after about maybe 10 minutes, you're able to get the lock worked, and you hear the click, and the door pops open.
Gonna sneak my way in.
Okay. So as you guys go inside, you find yourself in a relatively small room with 4 chests, 2 kind of on the back wall and 2 on either of the other walls, and then a door directly across from you.
That's it? Just chests and a door?
Mm-hmm.
Are the chests locked?
You can find out.
But it's not visibly locked. It's not like a lock hanging from it.
They all seem to be kind of built in, like there's a keyhole, but they're like built in. It's not like a padlock, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. That's what I was asking.
I'm standing very close to the door, the exit one. Because I heard crazy guy being like, "Ya about to die." So I was like, "Can I take the coward way?" And then I stayed because it would have been awkward leaving, but I'm ready to run.
I'm gonna go straight to that other door. I'm not even gonna pay attention to the chests.
Wait. I'm gonna do what is it called? That thing where I can see fiends and undead within me, within distance. Channel divinity. What is it called? Basically, I'm gonna check my holy symbol, and I'm gonna search for like bad things within range. If I can figure out what it's called. Hold on, I got it. I got
Search
it.
for bad things.
Yeah.
Detect good and evil?
Hey, I'm renaming all of our spells anyway. We can do that one too.
Divine sense.
Oh.
I can't detect good and evil until the end of my turn. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within. Oh, but it's not behind total cover. I always forget about that. All right. If it's not behind total cover, then I can sense it.
Give me 1 second, since I don't know what Hallow spell does. Okay.
It's been a...
So you're clutching your symbol to try to detect these types of creatures within the immediate vicinity there. So as you again reach out using that divine power that is given to you, you don't feel anything of those natures.
This is coming in handy one time and one time only. I'm gonna stop doing it for long. Anyway.
But you did sense bogey, and that was important.
my holy symbol. All right, I don't. Sorry. So I could sense that there were bad guys around, but I don't sense anything. I say this in a more like hushed tone, by the way.
Okay.
I want to check for traps on the other door too.
Okay.
On the other side. Ooh, that's not great. That's going to be a 10 total.
Okay. I mean, as far as you can tell, it doesn't seem to be trapped.
Then is it unlocked or locked?
This one is not locked.
Then I would like to do I always do it like the test it for fire, like the temperature test.
Seems cool.
I'm gonna look back at everyone and just be like, I'm gonna open the door. So eyes on the door. So I'm gonna grab the handle and I'm gonna pull it so that I'm behind the door as it opens.
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready, by the way. Just gonna pull out my great sword and just be at the ready.
Okay. So you pull open the door slowly, and what you see on the other side is more tunnel.
Then I'm a stealth.
Okay. Are the rest of you guys just ignoring the chests too?
So wait.
I would like to do an Arcana check on it and see if it has any magical properties or anything like that I could. I mean, like if I could identify if it's like a magical chest or something like that. Not that there's anything magical within it, like the contents, just the actual chest itself.
Yeah. You won't be able to tell. You'll be able to look and see if there's anything you recognize as magical.
Right.
Tell me what that check looks like to you. Are you just visually inspecting it, or what are you doing?
I was gonna roll for it.
No. I'm asking you to describe the action.
Oh, the action would be. Would I be able to tell if it is a magical object that I've seen before, right? Like you mentioned before, like this is something that I would have knowledge of, be able to be, tell that it is something different than just a standard old chest by itself. But I'd say, primarily the latch that's on it, that's holding it, is that specifically magical. Not trying to. I'm trying not to, because it's not detect magic, right? That's not what I'm.
Right.
It's
basically just kind of tapping into what knowledge you have to see if there's anything you recognize as magical.
Right.
So as you are kind of looking over the chests, looking over all four of them.
Yeah.
Just visually inspecting each of the chests. You see that all four are slightly different in design. Like one's a little more golden looking with some wood, and then another one's silver and darker wood, and etc. So they're all a little bit different design. But you're not seeing anything that you can tell that seems to be magical about them. They just seem to be chests.
All right. Huh.
Man, all right. I'm gonna open one. I'm gonna try to open one anyway.
Okay.
Right.
So there's, if you were to look at it from your perspective, like 1, 2, 3, or 4, which one would you go for?
Like there's 2 on each side, basically?
Yep.
So the door we're going through, I'm going to go to the top left.
Yeah, the one right beside the door on
the
left? Okay. Yeah. All right, so you go to basically try to lift open the chest to see if it's locked, and it doesn't budge.
Okay.
And then you realize I can't pull my hand away.
Oh no.
Your hand seems to be stuck to this chest, and you try to give it and this chest seems to be pretty heavy, and you pull, and you just can't get this off. And then you see, as you're kind of looking at your hand strangely and looking at this chest, you see on the chest an eye open, and then another one, and as 4 eyes open up, and you see the chest lid open, revealing rows of teeth, as a long purple tongue unfolds out, and you hear this. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
No! Freaking mimics! Freaking mimics! Dude, when we came to the chest, I don't know what it was, but like, man, I have a feeling he's gonna make these mimics. I don't know what it is.
I tried to identify them before that happened. Do it. I couldn't do it.
Dude.
Nuts.
You're so mean.
I mean, what D&D player is going to be able to resist a room full of chests? I mean, you know,
right?
We test every door, we test everything, and it's always like, nope, that's the regular door. Nope, that's the regular chest. One time.
Imagine the rogue went past it, and you still decided to fuck with the chest, though.
Yeah.
Y'all, we are on a mission. We don't have time to dick around.
Bullshit. Now that's why Stoke was calling for you, because now I know there's something wrong with you. The story will not walk. Like all the other shit, I can forgive. The store's not gonna walk back for a check.
Y'all did. None of y'all came after me when I walked away.
I yelled for you.
That was surprising.
None of y'all came after me.
When? You didn't want us to be there.
I said nothing of the like. I just said I picked up the crossbow and I walked into the woods.
What?
That is all I said I did.
All right.
Surprised me.
It surprised me too. I was like, God damn, they don't really love Asura that much after all.
I think we were thinking like men would think, like, oh, she just needs time. Okay, just give her some space.
Boys, y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up.
Lopi wasn't like, she was just like, okay, that was weird.
Yeah, like I expected that from her, because she's like, I don't know this woman, and the only thing I have seen her do is chop some guy's genitals. So I was fine with that, but all of you boys saw me do it, and all you did was, she just needs some time.
Yep. We were in shock. Like
I didn't talk to you after.
Oh, you didn't come for me after I chopped the ball off and ran off.
And I kept him alive. I specifically kept that man alive. I did not kill anybody in combat. Anybody. I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, that was stoic. We know.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
And it wasn't in combat.
Nope.
I did it first.
You go up all the time on these stealthy trips. You never want us with you.
I know that was my opinion.
I didn't even stealth in the woods. I just walked in and made a circle back to my horse. That's all I did. I didn't even stealth. I didn't roll. So literally, I just like rolled the die like how I would react, and I rolled a 3. So I was like, well, I'm not stealthing. I'm just gonna walk into the woods and then make a circle. Like I crunched the whole way there. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see what happens.
Oh man.
What happens? We're gonna burn our spells. We're gonna fuck our face up, and we're not gonna be top shit. We're gonna go against the big bad guy.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I love D&D. I love it so much.
Oh yeah, this is fun.
You guys continually don't do what I expect, which is awesome.
I know. I can
Never
only
going to do
imagine.
that.
I can only imagine all the things Doug has prepared that we have either never encountered or like straight up he was like, I hadn't prepared anything. Well, we're about to
Prepared on
find
the
out what
spot.
happens.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, for sure.
Well, like 90%
There
of
may
this
not
game
be-
is improv.
There may or may not be a number of maps that I drew and never got used.
We'll come back to them. We'll come back to them one day.
One day.
All right. Well, we definitely. I am definitely looking forward to seeing what happens this time. Just personally.
Yep.
Cool. So, thank you guys for joining us. It is always a blast, and we're really glad you guys are checking it out and having fun with us. And be sure to join our Discord again. We just posted new dates, and we're also going to be talking. I also, just so you know, if you don't know, there are different materials sometimes that show up as part of the story, like the letter from Greenwood or the letter from Belladonna originally. I'd post those in Discord for you guys to be able to see. So there's stuff like that, as well as finding out what else is going on with Everwind that we're going to be posting in Discord.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're following that, as well as like Twitter and Instagram and everything else.
Yep.
But you can
Got some stuff coming down the
also
line.
even chat with us directly in Discord sometimes. So
I also just added in Discord little emojis of all of our character art.
Yeah, you
So so that's super fun. So now you can react with one of our faces.
yeah, these are awesome.
Yeah, and then next week we have another tell a story, and that one is going to be Easy's. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, you can just
I'm
see all
excited.
butcher a German
Oh, yeah.
accent with the
Aggressively.
amazing-
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited.
Yeah, me too. Those have been really funny.
Yes.
this time.
A lot
so
of
we'll do
fun.
that next week, and it's kind of like on the off week when we're not actually doing an Everwind installment, but they're basically stories told from the character's perspective, like something from their backstory, and they tell this story, and then we each we can listen to it once and then retell it to the next person once, and we just send that video around and we just kind of watch it deteriorate hilariously.
Yes.
As we go.
It's
been
deteriorates.
really good
Deteriorate is
time.
the right word.
Yes.
And big
Yeah.
shout out to Fran again for coming and hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We'll keep having
You're
you back.
telling me I'm stuck here next week, in 2 weeks as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're ours
Absolutely.
now. We're stealing you. You can never return.
Ah! I should have went the coward way.
All right. Well, thank you very much again, guys. Join the Discord, and we will see you again in 1 week if you join us for the tell a story, and then 2 weeks for the next chapter.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. Have a good night, guys.
Oh.